I want to introduce to you all our spotlight speaker for today. Now, I will tell you, Ron, I went on Google and said, how do you pronounce your last name? I cannot roll my R's. Today we have Ron Corbilla with us. He just shared with you a little bit about what he does, but I'm going to let him go into a lot more detail. But we had a fun text conversation yesterday, and he asked him for some pictures of him in the service, and I'm going to give him an opportunity to share with you for a minute or two about that, and then we'll go on to your spotlight presentation. So first, tell us a little bit about these pictures.
So I'm from San Diego, California, and then once my mom was like, "Hey, we're gonna move to Vegas. What do you want to do?" So I'm gonna go ahead and listen to the Navy because I was raised a Navy brat, and then I got blessed after going to boot camp in A school to get stationed on the USS Tara, which is also stationed in San Diego. And then on the top left, you see is us leaving for deployment. Um, I graduated in 2002. The next year, I was like, hey, guess what? You're about to go on deployment. Then this after deployment, the top right, we definitely did a little rim pack going up towards San Francisco. After I left the USS Tarawa, I was stationed at Naval Medical Center San Diego, and they told me, "Hey, guess what? You're gonna have like a 1 year IA billet to Iraq." So the bottom left, you see, when I saw Saddam's palace, I saw Saddam's chair. I was all like, so I had to take a little photo op right there, and then on the bottom right, of course, you're gonna see some camels. You're like, "Hey, take a picture with me." Of course, yeah. So that's just those little photo opportunities right there.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, of
I
course.
was curious, why does the guy in the picture on the right have his
Yeah,
in his ears?
he's talking to someone on a cell phone.
Oh, okay. I thought there must
He's
have
like,
been
"Yeah,
something
I'm here
really
in San
loud
Francisco
going
now."
on. Okay. All right. That's really cool. And yeah, I love the camels in the background. That's so cool. And the Saddam cheer. That's really cool too. All right. So I'm gonna turn it over to you, Ron, but do I have all your information on here?
Yes,
Correct?
that is correct.
Okay, and Ron is the water sensei. Am I saying that correctly?
That is
And
correct.
is on a mission to help people learn true health and vitality with living water. Is that correct? Did I say that
Correct.
right?
Yep, that's
Okay.
correct.
All right. Well, I'm going to stop sharing. So if you need to share, you are a
Okay.
co-host, so you're welcome to.
Okay, cool, cool. All right, let me go ahead and share my
And
presentation. My name is Ron Corbilla. Uh, I stumbled upon this project during COVID because personal trainer, his gym was open during COVID, and I was all like, "Hey Ben, why is your gym open during COVID when my 24-hour fitness is closed? Let me get a workout in with you." And the reason why he was able to stay open is because he had a certified licensed medical device from Japan installed in his gym. And I thought water was water. I was using Costco bottled water, and I thought nothing of it. I went to find when people were jacking water during COVID, and when it was hard to find water, then I would get my 5 gallon jug, wait an hour in line for the 5 gallon jugs. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, I was all like, you know what? It kind of makes more sense to own my water source rather than rent my water source. So I'm gonna go ahead and so you already know a little bit about me, but after I got out of the Navy, I got my degree in bachelor's in computer information systems. So I'm also a IT sensei. So I worked many kind of jobs before the water happened. So when I got introduced to this water and I tried it out, after a week, the pain and inflammation in my knee went away. Then I started having better sleep and more energy, right? Then when I got my machine, after like a whole month of my dad drinking this water, his arthritis pain went away. He went through like heavy detox, whatever he went through. So now this is him right here. This is once he started drinking this water. This is like, hey, before drinking this water for about a year now. I suffered from arthritis pain for over 15 years. My hands and spine all the way down to my neck. I experienced back pain, neck pain, and wrist pain to the tingling pain in my finger. I felt pain walking, sitting down, and because of this, I retired early in 2006 and didn't work anymore. While retired, my favorite is to go bowling, and while bowling, my form was compromised because of all the pain. So it was hard to do any lifting, and he was basically feeling tired all the time, right? So this is his story. Let me see if I'm gonna let me share screen with computer sound. There we go. And this is my dad, what he said.
Disappeared in less than 1 month.
Oh, sorry.
Your arthritis disappeared in 1 month?
Yeah. It's still there, but the pain you won't feel it.
So this is him. And then many others like so, but now he's 84 years old and back to bowling again, pain free. And I'm all like, she's that like, hey, if this water helped you out and you're 84 years old and you're bowling strikes again in a bowling league, I definitely want to be like that when I grow up. But there are many testimonials, and I know we're limited on time, so I'm gonna skip right through them. But this is basically Woody. He had diabetes. He had like a level 12 A1C.
My name is Woody, and I just want to
Down
share a
to
little story
way
about
lower
my.
A1C. This is Michael. He had suffered from psoriasis.
Hi, my name is Michael, and just started drinking the water for about 3 weeks.
Let's just fast forward
Yeah.
here.
Can
So
you go a little bit closer?
basically his psoriasis.
Oh, wow.
Before and after, in just 3 weeks.
3 weeks. And then is your knee better now?
Absolutely, it's even better than that.
Can you show us?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's even better than the picture.
Yep.
Wow.
So just 3 weeks of drinking the water, so it's been amazing. Even my wife as well. Her acne that she had been suffering for a long time. She drank the water for 3 weeks, and it's completely gone.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Michael.
No problem.
And this is Michael's wife who had that acne issues. And after 3 weeks, her skin cleared up. Because acne, when we have all these toxins built up in our body, it wants to protrude out into the skin. And once you're detoxing with a water or any kind of product, it needs to go through that kind of process, right? So this is a before and after eczema. The machine makes a strong 2.5 strong acidic water, which is called hypochlorous acid. And once people can spray this onto, it's great for fungus and bacteria, so it gets rid of that. If you're having kind of issues, here's a picture of a psoriasis, right? So, but let me go ahead and go to the nitty gritty, because you're going to be like, hey, who came up with this water? So, hey, in the 1950s, Japanese scientists researched all around the world, and they found this healing miracle water, right? And they found out that it had an abundance of active hydrogen, and it was alkaline, right? So these places that you see here, it had those places, so that they were able to replicate this and able to bring this to our homes. So what they did was, it was built in 1974, right? It was meant for only Japanese hospitals, and then the CEO decided, hey, everyone should have access to this water. It's kind of like our birthright, you know. I mean, our ancestors drank this water. So this is Enagic. So they've been in business since 1974. They've been for 45 plus years. These machines have been operating in Japanese hospitals. They're OEM, they're certified licensed medical grade, and they have headquarters in 20 countries around the world. And they go through, when it's Japan, you know, Chinese parts, it ain't coming from South. These are high grade quality parts, because Japan don't mess around. That's why they're number one. If you want to research the number one healthiest country in the world, it's Japan. All right, so what makes Kangen water so healthy? I'm gonna break it down with you for three. It's the antioxidants, the alkalinity, and the cellular hydration. Let me go ahead and let's do the fun parts now. All right, let me see here. Choose my background. Okay, none. Alrighty, guys, I got some waters I want to test in front of you guys. I also got soda, right? So we got soda, we got Dasani, we got Costco bottled water that I've drinking so many times every single day. Like ever since I got a Costco membership, this was the water I used to drink. This is spring water from Origin. And then this is Essentia, that bottled alkaline water you see at the stores. And this is Kangen water. This is that medical grade water that comes from that medical device from Japan. So those scientists, what they found out about this water is this is an ORP meter. That means it's called for oxidation reduction potential. A positive number in this meter means the water or any kind of substance is aging you, causing more inflammation, basically more sickness, right? So this is soda, right? So soda comes at a positive 3, almost 400, right? Let's go with Dasani. Not better. Let's go to Costco. This is what I was drinking, 350, right? Let's go to Origin spring water, bottled spring water. Now this is Essentia. And that's what you see is going lower because they add a bunch of synthetic chemicals into this water. So this is Kangen water. You see that high negative number? It's antioxidants slowing down aging process, right? So when it comes to negative number, that means it has no, and it has more energy, right? So for example, this strawberry, it has antioxidants, right? So it has energy, right? So you see this light coming up? When you do it this, it's dead water. Costco, dead water. Spring water, dead water. Essentia, dead water. Now this is Kangen water. It's very living. Here's a peach that came out of my tree. Living, you know what I mean? Living, dead, 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 dead. Now let's check out the pH, right? All right, here's the pH of soda. Very acidic. Dasani, acidic. This is that Costco bottled water, it's neutral. Here's that spring water, slightly acidic. Here's that Essentia. And now this is alkaline, right? Because they add a bunch of synthetic chemicals to raise the pH, right? So this is Kangen water, nice and purple, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blow my own CO2 into it to reveal it for what it truly is. Just a bottle full of acid. Come take a look at this. You see that? It's fake. This bottled alkaline water that you see at the stores, it's not doing any justice. You're just basically pissing your money away when you drink this water. Now let me go ahead and show you a quick tea demonstration. So let me grab some of this. Let me see. Let me get a Sencha because it is one of those people that like to buy a bottle of alkaline water. So the tea bag is your cells, and I'm gonna have 2 tea bags, right? I'm gonna go ahead and hit this Essentia with it. You see that there's no tea coming out of this cup, right? Now, when you add this medical grade water, it's gonna instantly brew that green tea. You see that? Night and day difference. It's gonna, whenever you're drinking this water and you're drinking vitamins and supplements, you're just pissing this away. When you're getting more into your body, it's basically absorbing more. So you're detoxing much more faster. So, hey, I thought it was a tea trick too, right?
Mhm.
Just a little bit because of the little access, right? Now let's go ahead and do a little bit more. Boom, it's gonna build that instant green tea right there. All right, one more thing about this machine is the fruits and vegetables. So who here eats strawberries for the fruits, right? So did you know that strawberries has pesticides in them, right? So if you don't know about pesticides, they spray it into our crops. So let me go ahead and grab a quick cups. I'm gonna grab this cup. I'm gonna put a couple of strawberries here. And then I'm gonna fill it up with tap water. Like how we usually do, right? Just use tap water. Now I'm gonna go here into the strawberries. I'm gonna fill up from this machine. This is basically gonna strip all that pesticides off that fruits and vegetables. Any questions so far while I'm rinsing the strawberries?
Anybody?
All right, you see this? This is what comes off. This is what comes off your fruits, your strawberries. It's basically pesticides, right? Let me go ahead and get the. This is the strawberries from the tap water, right? Oh shit, kind of like fill it. So it did kind of, like, it did take a little bit, right? But let's see here. So this is the night and day difference, is it's gonna remove those pesticides. And then here's that tap water, just a little tint, just a little bit. And then this is a bit basically all this machine can do for you, and save you so much money without having to go to the store, waste my time, waste my gas, going to just buying all these plastic toxic water bottles that didn't serve me. Now I can remove pesticides off my fruits and vegetables because I have a 5-year-old and I have a 2-week-old. Last week, I hopped on board to this meeting with my little baby. I'm not sure if you remember that.
Yeah.
That's basically it. So this is one of the reasons why, you know what I mean? That's why I want to like level up my health, and I want to level up my family's health, and I want to level up any of your friends and family's health. So that would be a good introduction to me. If you want to hop on to another one-to-one, sorry, I'm a little gassed for a little demonstration here, but hey, I just want to say thank you for listening to my little TED Talk on water. It's Ron Water Sensei. It's my Instagram. So feel free to reach out because I know we're limited on time, or if we have any more questions left over.
You did great.
Yeah,
So
that was really awesome.
that was
Great
fantastic.
demo.
Anybody have-
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank
Does
you.
Yeah, it
anybody have
really
any
was
questions?
very
I hope I
good.
didn't bore you.
No, not at all. In fact, I'm taking you on the road soon.
Hey, just one personal testimonial. We've bought that system. I wanted to say kudos because it is so spot on. Everything that you shared. Thank you so much.
No problem, of course.
Yes, and although I don't have the system, but because we have something else already in the house that we're in, it's a great system, and I
Yeah.
look forward to getting it in the future for sure.
Well, you know who to get it from now.
Yes, that's what I said.
And-
Let's connect.
For sure.
Yes.
I didn't read the chat yet, so
Yeah. Yeah. No, this is great. And so Ron told me yesterday, he's like, I promise it won't be boring. And I will say that was a very interesting presentation. I love the illustrations, and to actually be able to see it with our eyes. That's really cool. Anybody have any more questions before we move on?
I just want to let you know,
Richard?
Ron, just so you know, the next time you present like that, your volume on your recording was much higher than the volume of the room.
oh, then the
So by the
room.
time I turned it down on my computer, you were back to quiet. So I had to turn
Okay, so it was a
just practice. Yeah, it was
Practice.
high on the videos.
Okay, got
Just so you know, in the future, it didn't hurt or anything. I just wanted you to know.
was it lower when I was presenting with my PowerPoint?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, sorry, because when I'm behind screen now,
I know, it's so
I
hard.
have to like raise my voice now because just so you guys can hear me. Yeah.
Videotape yourself in a Zoom chat or in your
Yeah.
own Zoom room. Just videotape yourself, and it'll give you a good idea when you play it back.
Cool. Sounds good.
That'll be
And,
$12 million. Did
thanks
you
for
guys
the
see how I
feedback.
did that? Did you see how I did that, Lisa? $12 million. Come on, guy.
Now, Richard, I think you had a question. Go ahead and ask your question. I'm going to pull up our
Well,
slides.
I was just going to say a couple of quick things. Ron, ideally, you can get in a lapel mic that I've used Kangen water machine for over 7 years, and I swear by it. But for presentations, if you get a lapel mic, obviously then you can walk around and you're gonna sound good no matter where you are in a room. But I did want to, say that that's the only water I've drank for over 7 years now.
Okay, cool. And then what kind of health benefits did you experience?
Well, I've had a complete turnaround years ago on some of my blood work, and it's just I'm just overall healthy, and I will do a quick shout out though also to Janet Hudson, because I also use the same products that she promotes. So in combination, the two of them have really helped me. So.
Okay. Well, y'all take a screenshot if you need to. Thank you so much, Ron. That was an awesome presentation. You've set the bar really high for everybody.